So here's a map of Africa if the Berlin Conference never happened and the following decades of what it would look like. So in our timeline, the Berlin Conference regulated European colonization and trade in Africa during the new imperialism period. So at the start here, things shouldn't look too different. We still have the Ottoman Empire, Egypt, French Algeria, and the Kingdom of Morocco. And of course, there's the British South African colony down here. This is already so beautiful. Then 20 years later, the British get all of Egypt. The French are getting a lot of coastal territory, especially the Ivory Coast. Germany's getting some things, but not a whole lot. It's now 1910, right before WW1, and already you can see some pretty big changes. The British are actually in the Central Powers, and of course their little buddy Portugal always joins the British. The Ottomans are actually on the Allies side. That also means North America is going to have a little bit of fighting going on. I'm just going to go ahead and assume Germany's going to win this. Wait, I'm not sure because it's 1920 and things are still happening. Austria-Hungary has pretty much been dissolved, but now Italy joins the Central Powers as well as Sweden and the Dutch. The Dutch actually, wait, when did they get all this? Did the British give them that? I don't even know. Portuguese are slowly losing what they used to have. This French Congo looking huge. Also, the British no longer have Egypt. The Ottomans got that. Yeah, France is really taking over this continent. It's now 1950, and the world has been completely flipped upside down. In blue, we still have NATO, and then the Third International and allies. Are these communist countries? Clearly, Germany did win this world's WW1 because, of course, the British changed sides 30 years later, though. Oh, look at the US. They took over all of Canada. The Congo had been released in 1950, but the Italians are going after that Roman Empire again. They took a bunch away from the French, I think, or even in the Arabian Peninsula. The Ottomans have collapsed. There's still a British Syria, though. Finally, it's 2022, and there seems to be still kind of a Cold War going on. Now, most of the Europeans have left this continent finally. I'm sure they've left a pretty big impact, though. The former Dutch colony became South Africa, and this is the Cape Republic. I don't know, formerly British. Got a big old Congo going on right here. And then there's an Arab Union as well. Wait, are you guys a part of the Arab Union? Iran looks pretty big. There's a lack of Israel, I see. I think this world's still at each other's throats. Now Africa, though, is involved. A lot of neutral nations, though. This was really awesome to see so many different maps. Oh, I see. Some of those countries were puppet states as well in the very beginning. I think they all got their independence at the end, though.